What's up, y'all? This your boy James O'Neil Media. We trying this for the third time. This is the Savalas Williams interview, the TV Savalas interview. I just sent Savalas my link to the StreamYard, so we gonna wait for him. So I'm gonna mute my mic. Hold up. Let me see who up in here. Savalas. Let me get my headphones, bro. Yo, Savalas, what's good, bro?
Yeah, you can hear me. Everything good?
Yeah, I can hear you, brother. How's
Cool,
it
cool.
going, brother? We finally got the interview going on.
What's up, man? It's all
What's
right.
up?
It's all good.
Hey, Savalas, could you stay on the stream? I'm gonna get on my computer because my phone running slow.
All right.
All right, let me get myself out of here. All right, I'm back to violence.
That was quick.
Yeah, I just went on my laptop. That's all. All right, brother. So I want to start with the introduction. Could you tell the people like where you from and how you came up, bro?
Oh yeah. So Savalas, originally from Oakland, California. How I came up, man, came up raw, gutter, from the mud, real, but real life though. I grew up in East Oakland. From most of my childhood, teenage life, and then we ended up moving out of Oakland to suburbs that wasn't really a suburb. um, and Sure. After that, life kind of took off for me. My dad passed away in 2007, and so I ended up living with my uncle, and then that's where like my life kind of really changed a lot. And yeah, man. But my my roots and all that is Oakland, man. I don't really when I tell people I'm from Oakland, the first thing people always ask is about oh, you hyphy? Are you hyphy? This, that, and the third. And I don't even have that kind of mindset, man. I'm from Oakland, but I don't really I'm not with all the extra shenanigans that Oakland provides.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. So like, when did you get into the real estate business? Like, tell us about
Oh,
that.
the real estate thing, that was I stumbled upon the real estate stuff actually because after I went to the military, and then
Yeah.
that's how I got the opportunity to even get into a position to buy real estate. And so my credit was already was okay. It was good enough to purchase a home. It wasn't nothing extraordinary, but so my credit was cool. And then so we bought the first house. Well, I bought the first house. My wife and I bought the first house, and then I was just chilling one day at the house at the crib, and then just thinking about other ways to generate income. You feel me? Like, I know I don't want to work forever, right? Nobody really want to work forever for a paycheck. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And then it's like, what could you do to generate passive income? So money that's gonna continue to happen even when I'm not working for it. You feel me? And
Yeah.
so it was like, real estate came up, and then 90% of wealthy people own some form of real estate, right? So, or own rental property. Let me say that they own rental property. And so you know for the most part, everybody needs somewhere to live. And then just my desire to want to become a homeowner, and then that happened, right? And then understanding, like, with home ownership, you can do other you have it opens up a whole nother world. And so if you have the mindset, a lot of people think just because you have a house or you own a home that that makes you money, but that's not really what makes you money. What makes you money is when you're able to buy another property and rent that property out. The only way your house makes you money is if you're renting rooms in the house. If you're not doing that, then your house not making you money. It's actually a liability, not an asset. So a
Yeah.
lot of people think, oh, because you own a home, it's an asset, but it's not true. You have to put yourself in a position to be able to buy another property for real estate to be an asset. So yeah. It-
Yeah, you're right. Like, let me see what else I can come up with. How was the military though? Like, 'cause you say you were in the military. How was that?
yeah. It's not for everybody, brother. um, you know, it was it's an experience. And like I just did an interview the other day with my homeboy Saint African. What's up, baby? I see the
Yeah, that's my little brother.
that's what's up. And then and then I told him, like, at the end of the day, the military is just a job, right? So you do the test, and you test into a certain job category, and you just do your job. Some people, they dental assistants in the military. So all they do is they do dental work. Some other people are psychiatrists. Other people, shoot and infantry and all that. So at the end of the day, it's just a job. And you know, the key thing, what I was told before I went to the military was, take advantage of everything, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of people, they lose their privilege, or they lose their benefits because they get into extracurricular activities. So they want to be out here getting drunk, starting fights, robbing people, smoking marijuana. smoking crack in some cases, and they end up getting kicked out, and that's how they lose like any benefits they would have on the outside. What I always tell people is, for as far as the military, is do your 4 years or your 2 years and get out. You feel
Yeah,
me? Like,
yeah,
and as long as you don't get in no trouble, and you get those benefits as far as schooling, housing, um, and all kind of stuff, as long as you play the game right when you in there. You know what I mean? And so I felt like I played the game pretty successfully, man, and I got what I got, and I jumped out of there. You know what I'm saying? I got in trouble while I was in the military, but it was towards the end, and so it didn't really affect me on the civilian side of stuff. But um, I experienced a little racism in the military. You know, people. I'm not gonna say snitching, but people think that they have more authority than what they really have, and so they use that in order to get other people in trouble. But
yeah.
I came out of that. I came out of that little situation a champ, and
Came
but
out of
that happened in the
slowly,
military a
bro.
lot. Yeah, yeah, and I was in the Navy, so you know, it's rough living out to sea for you know 9 months at a time. You feel me?
Yeah,
And but overall, man, I can say I'm happy I went to the military. But for me personally, because of my character as an individual, I don't think the military changed how I think about life or nothing like that. Like, I think I'm still the same person I was before I went into the military. The only difference is now is that I see that I have better opportunities that I probably wouldn't have had I not went to the military.
yeah. Also, I want to touch on something. I know you did a video a few months ago, like ever since the George Floyd incident happened. Could you give us some insights on your experience with the police?
Man, definitely, bruh. So there was a few encounters where my life could have been taken. My life could have been taken from me for sure, man, because of the cops. And
Yeah,
racial profiling is real. And I feel like I just got lucky, man. In certain cases. So like, this is one of the main ones incidents that happened to me with the police. Is that this I was telling you right before I went to the military. I was living with my uncle, and they lived in a nice uh community. Let's put it like that. Nice big houses and all this. And so I'm actually, even though I come from Oakland, I come from the hood, from this dirty area. I'm able to live in a place where it's clean, and it's people who have something in life, right? I get to see this. I get to live this like for 3 years, right? And so what ends up happening as far as the police situation is this. Uh I forgot the alarm code to the house. And so I go into the house. I got my key, but the alarm is on, right? I got my key. I put my key, boop, but the alarm goes off, right? Of course. Put the code in to the hold on. My daughter got my wife's phone. I forget the code, so the alarm goes off. The police comes out, but I don't trip because by the time when the alarm's going off, people calling me, right? So so I end up getting the code, so alarm shut off. I'm not knowing the cop's still on the way. So boom, I go up, I take a shower. I'm getting out of the shower. I hear boom. I look downstairs. Cop got the gun. Boom. It's a dude.
wow.
Yo, cop. He got to point up. Get out. Get out. Get down. Get down. Get down the stairs now. Boom. I'm like, hands up. I'm wearing I got like my wife beater on and my 49er pajama pants. I'm walking downstairs. He got the gun pointed at me. I get outside. Boom. They grab me. They throw me on the ground right in front of the door. Boom. They're like, "Do you live here? Do you live here?" I'm like, "Yes, I live here. My wallet and everything is upstairs." And so they started yelling at me, all the stuff. And then they find my wallet upstairs, of course, with my address, with the address that's there, right? And they let me go. But um, the George Floyd thing happened, like you mentioned earlier, right? And
Yeah,
so my auntie, who house I was at, it was her house, her and my uncle house. They she she texted me. She said, I thank God that nothing happened to you
Right.
That an incident that happened with the cops came to our house because very well easily I could have got shot and killed. I got a couple tattoos on my arm, nothing crazy, nothing major. My mom name, my dad name, but like I told you, in the environment that I was in, and me being a black man, a young black man, even with two tattoos, is suspicious. You feel
Exactly.
me? In the place I was at, and so that was just one incident. There was another incident in that same city, man. Where I was just sitting at the bus stop, and the cops just they just rolled up on me, talking about let me see what's in your backpack, and I
Yeah.
was on my way to school, like so.
That's when you got the computer from like, was it from your sister or like a relative?
Yeah, from my god sister. Yeah, I got the computer from my god sister like the day before or something. And I was on my way to school, and then they just bloop bloop and busted you. He came back and was like, "What you doing?" I'm sitting at the bus stop, and I'm like, "I'm waiting for the bus." And he's like, "What's in the backpack?" And I'm like, "My books and laptop." He said, "Let me see the laptop." I open my backpack. He go through the really. When I think about it now, I probably could have sued. I probably could have sued the city or whatever for that, but because they went through my backpack, he grabbed the computer and was looking for the serial number off the computer. Back then, I didn't know nothing about nothing as far as all the stuff go. But
Yeah.
really, he he can there was nothing for him to find. You feel me?
Right.
Even with a serial number, he didn't have no serial number that he was checking. You know what I mean? So he gonna say, down the street there was some houses. He gonna say, we got report of some, things being stole out of some houses down the road here, and we just making sure. I didn't have nothing to hide, so for me it was nothing. But at the same time, that was racial profiling because he seen a black man with a backpack sitting down minding his business, busted you and came in and wanted to talk to me.
Yeah.
And so right then and there, he could have very well shot and killed me right there at the bus stop and ran and drove off.
Yeah.
And yeah, man.
Thank God you made it throughout those situations. God is good, man, all the time.
Yeah, man.
I
The,
never had that experience, but I did have police like stare at me a certain type of way. Like, just say I had like a polo tracksuit on and stuff, and with some nice kicks. They'll be staring at me, think I'm like a dope boy or something. I just mind my business. It's sad. It's not supposed to be protecting and serving, but they over there, trying to attack innocent black people. You know, and I
right.
and I say we got to do better as a people. What I'm saying, as our own race. We got to start sticking together. We got to start owning stuff. Like, I see what you're doing with your real estate and stuff. A lot of people got to start getting in that business.
Definitely. And at the end of the day, like when I went to Africa a few weeks or last month, that's one of the main things that I was kind of, trying to pay attention to was like the police situation out there in East Africa. And bruh, it's cops, but it's not cops. It's like people do like it's like traffic cops basically, and they just out there directing traffic for real. Like, but the thing about being on the continent of Africa, being a black man is that 99% of everybody looks like you. All
Right.
the workers, the cops, everybody. So they're not targeting you because you look suspicious because you're black. You have facial hairs or locks, or you know what I mean, or you dressed a certain way. Like that's not why that's not why people will get in trouble if you're on the continent of Africa. You get in trouble because you actually probably really committed a crime,
Right.
or you did something illegal, like you know what I mean, broke some kind of law or whatever. But it's not like, oh, people just, yes, baby, yes. It's not like people just sitting around. Say what's up, Jay Money. It's not like people just sitting around trying to harass you. You know what I mean? How it is here in the States, bro.
Yeah. Did you hear about what's going on in Nigeria though?
Yeah, I did hear about that, man, and that was it's pretty sad, man. They need to stop that. Yeah,
Yeah, I heard the
yeah.
police was
The cops
attacking people. I heard the police was attacking the innocent people because they were like gay. They had like on fancy clothes and stuff. Crazy.
right, definitely. They said it was basically like I'm gonna say a militant group that was hired by the Nigerian government to
Wow.
stop people who were actually committing crimes, right? But they basically had like a free a freelance to do whatever to the people that they caught who were doing these crimes. But what ended up happening is they're like, even if nobody's committing a legit crime, we still going to harass these people and we're still going to kill these people, like you said, for either being gay or for dressing nicely or not doing the first thing they're asked to do. Like I told you the one time the dude was told to open his phone, he didn't open his phone, they killed him.
Right. I heard it
Um, and
too.
so those things is unacceptable. And I know right now in Nigeria they got there's a lot of people coming together to try to stop the SARS. It's the SAR, right? To try to get rid of SAR from the country. And so hopefully they get that done because it's not right. Number one, you know what I mean, and uh, number two is making the country look bad, and then people are dying. So it's just like that's uncalled for. They're dying for reasons that are not logical, and that's
Exactly.
never a good thing. So yeah, man.
So like, tell us, how did you become a No Limit fan? You know.
Uh, uh, limit. It really was my brother, man. I got a brother that's a little bit older than me, and this is back in like '99. It's kind of a long story, but he's the main reason why, right? He used to play the Only God Could Judge Me album back then, and he liked Cash Money too. So he had like the Juvenile and the Big Timers and all that. But I really liked the No Limit stuff more. But what ended up happening was they ended up going to jail. My brother, yeah, yeah, mama, yeah, Molly, right there. And so they end up going to jail. And I kind of went on a mission to try to find the No Limit albums after that, right? Because my brothers was really my connection, you know what I mean? Like for whatever when I was in school. And then when they went to jail, I kind of related to when they lost their brother Kevin. You feel me?
Yeah.
Kind of like that connection. Even though my brothers weren't dead, like Kevin, died, but still I didn't have him for a long time. And even still, our relationships are different, and we're all grown now. But they did 10, 12 years, in jail where they missed out on all my the rest of my childhood. And but that was part of it, man. So my brother was listening to it back in the days, and then I started listening. But even before that, like my dad's from Louisiana, and so uh, when we would go to Louisiana, I got cousins that's from New Orleans, and my uncle lived in New Orleans. And so when we went back, maybe like in '98, one of my big cousins, he was like, he knew P used to come around the hood back in the days, like back in the '80s. And he said, yeah, P used to sell dope and all the stuff. You know what I mean? And he was like it was that little connection. And then, me being from Oakland and then being around people who knew him when he was in Richmond, it was kind of like I felt like I was connected, you know what I mean? Because I had the South connection and then the Bay Area connection. And I felt like I just related to the music because when you grow up in East Oakland, man, it, and that environment is dirty, it's nasty, it smells. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like a lot of people want to put on for their city and put on for their town. There's nothing wrong with that, but I feel like the city is not a good representation of what people could be to come out of their flowers. So a lot of people even look at me as a unicorn. They're like, man, you ain't never been in jail. You know what I mean? You ain't did this, you ain't did that, and you got this, you got that, or you're trying to get this and you're trying to get that. Like that's not the typical Oakland black man story. You know,
Yeah.
black Oakland, the typical story for a man coming from Oakland is they done been to jail, they done got charges,
Or
they done
pimp
been
me.
shot. It's just like how it is basically like in Chicago, New York, Miami, you feel me, New Orleans,
Yeah.
LA. But for the individuals who are able to escape that to a certain extent, um, consider like anomalies or unicorns. Like how did you do it? I just didn't mess with nobody, man. I just kept to myself and I feel like I was normal.
Exactly. Yeah, man, I had a similar situation too. My father was gone like for 10 years when I was like born. You know,
Man,
he was in the streets. Dugging. Selling drugs and stuff. He got caught, done his bid. But when he came home, he came to see me. He had a job as as a personal trainer. Now he got his own business. At home. Training people from home, especially during this COVID-19. So
yeah, that's what's up, man. He made it a way out of nowhere. You feel me? Like, yeah, definitely. No Limit is a powerhouse in music, man. And it's very influential. And one thing going back to the No Limit stuff is that Limit it wasn't just about the music. It was more of like a lifestyle type of thing. Right? It made people get tattoos, like TRU. Like my cousin, he lived in Southern California. I didn't even know this until today. Today is his birthday, but his mom posted a picture of him. He got TRU tatted on his stomach.
wow.
I was like, I didn't even know he was a fan like that.
Yeah. And I know you got the No Limit chain too.
Yeah, yeah, man. My tank. Yeah, I got a tank. I got a couple of keepsakes, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, like, who were some of the members did you meet from No Limit?
I met Romeo in 2009. No, 2000. Yeah, 2009. I met Romeo. Um, I met Romeo when he was playing basketball for USC, and I went to Berkeley, uh, University of California. They had a game against Berkeley. USC did, and I made sure I was there early so I can see him come through the tunnel. And when he
Yeah.
came through, I was like, "Yo, Rome!" And he stopped. He stopped, and I had my P Miller jersey. I had took it off. I said, "Could you sign this for me?" And he was like, "Yeah, I got you. Give me something to write with." I gave him my Sharpie, and he wrote. I said, "I've been a big fan for a long time." And he was like, "Thanks for the support. And he appreciated it." And he wrote. He autographed it. He put No Limit number 15 on there. That was his number when he played basketball, and that was his dad number too when he played
The Raptor.
for the Raptors. Yeah, yeah. Because he was no. He was 7 when he played for the Hornets.
The
He was
Hornets. Yeah, the Hornets.
when he played with the Raptors. He was 17. But yeah,
Yeah.
man. So I met Romeo, and then I talked to C Murder on the phone.
Yeah.
Uh,
Good about that.
I talked to C Murder 2008. Hold on, baby. He had the book. A lot of people don't know about his book, Death Around the Corner.
Yeah.
Say hi, Steve. He had his book, Death Around the Corner, and everybody want to say hi to you, man. They excited to see you, Doug.
Hey, shout out to the kids, man.
and and so I did the book contest that he had, the little promotion, and he said he would call whoever would send a picture of them holding the book with a number in the Gmail. And then I did that. And he actually called me, man. I was surprised. And I, I picked the phone rang. It was a blocked number, and I was like, "Hello." He was like, "Savalas." I was like, "Who this?" He like, "This C." I like, "See who?" See this C Murder. Wow, my whole I couldn't believe it was C Murder, boy.
How was that conversation like though?
You
I
say
know,
what?
I know that had to be a good phone conversation with him.
Yeah, it was crazy. I didn't think he was really gonna call me. He did, and then we didn't talk for very long. He just wanted to thank me for buying the book, and he was like, "Get ready for the album." This is right before Screaming for Vengeance came out. And he
Okay,
was
yeah.
like, "Yeah, get the new album, Screaming for Vengeance." He was like, "It's gonna be gutter. It's gonna be good." And he was like, "Thanks for all the support, soldier." And then he actually wrote me too when he was locked up in '05. I wrote him, and he wrote me back. So I still got the postcard of that too. When he
Yeah,
wrote me from jail.
you was crazy too, right?
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. I met Crazy a couple years ago when I was in Virginia Beach. Um, crazy, crazy man. I got so much love for Crazy. Uh, when I showed up, to the event, he came in a little bit later. But when he seen me, he was like, "I know who you is." He said, "You the one be doing the No Limit album reviews." And I was
Uh,
like, "Yeah." I had talked to him. I had messaged him before that, right? I told him I was going to be there at the event, And then so he was kind of, I guess he was looking for it, you know what I mean? So but when I was there, he said, "I know who you is, soldier." And then he gave me a Breeder Life shirt, and he
Yeah.
was like, "Thanks for all the support." And then me and him took a couple pictures together. We had some shots. I don't even drink, but we had some shots of Hennessy. You know, I was with Crazy, so I couldn't say no to the shot of Hennessy with Crazy, man. I don't even drink. You
Exactly.
feel me? And so he rocked the show, you know what I mean? And that was amazing. And then so Crazy. And I met Oak Tree, who's more
Yeah.
featured on the No Limit Forever stuff, and Oak Tree from Atlanta. Me and Oak Tree got a song. We got two songs together. I did some music with Oak Tree, and then Oak Tree is a real one, man. Oak Tree bought his. But I be seeing him now. He bought his family life, and he's still doing his thing. He was on Big Court album. What's the name of Big Court album? I can't remember. Boomerang. Is it Boomerang? Boomerang Volume One, because he got
And Big Court, he's from CCG, if that's the group. And they come out of St. Louis. They from the Midwest. They was on Down South Hustlers, by the way.
yeah, yeah. Uh, so Big Court, he got Oak Tree on that album, on his last album. Stop. Hey. Sorry about that, man. And, yeah, you're a little bit muffled on the mic, bro.
Yeah, I had to fix my mic. My mic was like tripping a little bit.
But yeah, and then Terry Miles, he's the A&R. That's with No Limit. He was there in Atlanta too, and I met him, talked to him, and all these I got interviews of on TV Salavas. Y'all go to TV Salavas, No Limit album reviews. It'll all come up, man.
Yeah, go
Um,
subscribe to TV Salavas. It's just like how I spelled it on the banner. Just type in TV Salavas and go subscribe to show that man love.
and then
Yeah,
Ace B.
yeah, Ace B. I seen that video with you and Ace B.
Yeah, you see how they mobbed me, man. With I was interviewing them.
Yeah, yeah, they came in.
I was like, what the heck? But yeah, that was love, man. And then Ace B now he's doing a lot of big things, man. After I got the Hook Up 2 movie,
Yeah,
he's doing stuff with Mary J. Blige. He's
yeah.
doing movies and all kind of stuff, man. He was on Black Ink, New Orleans version, and so he's been doing a lot of good things, man.
I like
So
that song Ace B. I'm a Dog featuring what's his name, Roy
oh, Roy,
something.
yeah,
Yeah,
Roy,
I like that one too.
yeah. But
Yeah, man. But as far as interviews, like we got the Mr. Serb on every interview coming, so I'm gonna definitely invite you up here for it. And then next month we got the Crazy interview next month, so that's gonna be lit. You know. And also Thursday, we doing Master P Game Face. I just found out that the album went gold. So
okay,
tonight I'm gonna go review the album. I'm gonna listen to it from front to start, and then we go review it Thursday.
oh yeah, for sure. Good looking out. I was gonna hit you up about that too. But I say you knocking it out, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to put the content out there. I'm trying to have to bring my boy up here for the No Limit stuff, of course.
I appreciate it, man.
All right, but we go cut this short. Shout out to you, TV Savalas. And shout out to the chat. Shout out to Urban Mindset, Rodimus King. And like I want to bring one of my brothers up here one day, Cali 26. He do the real estate stuff too, and he from St. Louis. So maybe have you guys up there with a few young brothers chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
that's
for
what it's
sure.
all about. We need to get together, like as content creators. Stop hating on each other, because we all could be on top. It's not a competition. Everybody could get their bread. Get their content out there to help the youth. Because that's what it's all about. But I want to say shout out to you, Savalas Williams, and you have a blessed night. Shout out to the children in the background. Hope they bless. You know what I'm saying? Everybody bless, and we out of here. So salute to you, Savalas. You stay
Thank you.
blessed.
Have a good night, brother. Peace,
All right,
man.
peace. All right, we out of here, man. Shout out to the chat, man. What I'm saying? It's all positive vibes this year. Yeah, I'm showing my face. So all the trolls that can run their mouth, they can talk their smack. No, I don't care about it. Y'all saw my man right here, Savalas Williams, man. My man, came from that mud, but now he own real estate and everything. So, we go log out, man. So peace to the chat, and we out of here.